Not everybody can be friends. Not everybody should be friends, okay? Some people are just people that you should just say hi to and pass. Some other people, you can be acquaintances, you can be work buddies, you can work with them, in peace and then let it go. While some other people, you can actually be friends with them, okay? And two people who have actually shown this are Ceec and Alex, okay? Now, if you're watching Big Brother, you should know that Ceec and Alex are both in the Big Brother All-Stars game. And I think in the history of Big Brother, Ceec and Alex's rivalry has been one of the greatest, okay? I think the greatest actually is Mercy and Tacha and maybe Erica and Lekon, but like Ceec and Alex, like fan wars, that rivalry and all of that has been one of the most epic, okay? So for them to come into the all-star house and, try to be friends, try to be cordial and all of that, it just didn't work, okay? Initially, it fell flat on its face, and we're going to be diving into all of that in today's video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Reality Check with Adaeze, and we're going to be discussing the battle of the all-stars, okay? If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe, okay, and turn on your notification bell, because I'm going to be coming out with lots of interesting content and you don't want to miss out, okay? You don't want to just, be oblivious to the happening things that are happening on this channel, okay? Anyway, so we're going to be talking about Alex and Ceec in today's video. I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of background story, a little bit of their history together, and, more of what has been happening since they came into the All-Stars house, okay? The All-Stars season, okay? Now, Ceec and Alex were both in double wahala season, which happened 6 years ago or 5 years ago, okay? So they were both in the double wahala season and they had some serious rivalry going on there. And most of the rivalry was actually playing out outside of the house, not even inside of the house, okay? The most basketball between them was actually outside of the house. So I'm going to be giving you guys all of those, details today, okay? But let's talk about each of the housemates separately. So let's talk about Alex first and then we'll go into Ceec. So Alexandra Amuche, Alex for short, Alex Unusual, actually, her name is, she goes by the name Alex Unusual. She was born on the 15th of February 1996, which makes her 27 years old as at this year. And she's from Enugu State. Such a beautiful girl. She has a banging body. She's such, like, she has body goals. Like, anytime I see her and I see her body, I'm like, this is body goals. And we got to know her first in the double wahala season, where she came in like this innocent little girl. I think she was like 21 or 20, no, she was 22 or 23 at that point. She was this innocent little girl that came into the house and loved to dance. She loves to dance a lot, okay? She loves to dance. She has this happy-go-lucky personality, and with time we started to see more of her personality when she started to interact with other housemates, especially with Ceec and Tobi. Now, Tobi is one of the biggest names in this Alex and Ceec rivalry, and I'll get into more of that. But anyway, Alex used to be very close friends with Tobi, and Ceec and Tobi used to have a little bit of, would I call them love interest? Yeah, we can call it that, but it wasn't that serious. But they had something brewing which never brewed to a finish, okay? She emerged third runner-up in her season, double wahala season, and after the show, she went on to, study filmmaking in the New York Film Academy, and she has worked behind the scenes on some movies and films and stuff like that, okay, in Nollywood. So that is it about Alex. Let's move on to Ceec. Cynthia Nwadiora, Ceec for short, was born on 6th of November 1992, which makes her 30 years old. Yeah, she's 30 plus. She's from Enugu State as well, and she lives in Lagos, okay? Now, Ceec is actually a lawyer. She has been called to bar. She doesn't fail to remind us about that, okay? And we first got to know about her in double wahala season, where she, came into the house. Also, pretty girl, banging body. She's not that tall, but she's so hot. Like, the girl is hotter than fire, okay? And she's a very pretty girl, very well-spoken and all of that. I would classify her personality more like a laid-back personality, whereas Alex has a bubbly personality. Ceec has more of a laid-back, let me just watch these people first kind of personality. And, it's been working for her so far. In her season, she emerged first runner-up, but Ceec made a very, very big mark on the BBN landscape in general, okay? Like, till today, I feel like Ceec is one of the people that actually made BBN what it is today. Okay, so yeah, she's actually a legend. She calls herself the legend, and she's actually a legend. And part of why she's a legend is because she was notorious for being a fighter. Ceec is very fiery. She's one person that can go on and on and on with the gbasgbos. She can fight you for a whole day. One of the most notable incidences that occurred in her double wahala season was when she went off on Tobi. Okay, yeah, going back to Tobi again. When she went off on Tobi for hours. Okay, I'm talking about hours, almost like a whole day. No, okay, not a whole day, sharp, but like for 4 hours or something. She kept going in on the guy, insulting him, calling him names. She would go, she would come back, she would talk and talk. Like, the girl is something else. So she's not somebody that you want to just, pick a fight with for nothing. Okay, anyway, so she became notorious for that. When she finished her season, when the season was over, she was known as the most bitter woman in Nigeria. Like, she actually went through a lot after her season ended. Okay, yeah, so in the house, she was actually friends, love interest with Tobi, and towards the end of the whole thing, she became like enemies with most of the housemates that she was with. Okay, like towards the end, in the top 6 or top 5, she was enemies with all of them. Like, she wasn't friends with them, she was isolated, she was on her own. It was just Nini who was trying to just play both sides, but every other housemate did not like her. And they had good reason for not liking her, as far as I'm concerned, because Ceec is not a very easy person to go to get along with. Okay, and during their reunion, there was a lot of back and forth and a lot of gbasgbos between Ceec and Alex. And I think the most notable one was where Ceec revealed that Alex had slept with Tobi after the show ended. Like, while they were still in the hotel, Alex had slept with Tobi, and she said, "Oh, you're forming bestie, but we're hearing that you guys are having sex." And Alex did not find it funny. She cried, she wailed, she walked off set. She came back and all of that. But I think that particular moment is what sealed their rivalry forever. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why I'm saying it is forever. That moment where Ceec revealed that about Alex, because Alex was coming off as this, I'm just a nice, happy girl, and I'm just friends. He's just my bestie. Nothing's going on between us. Like, I just like love. I just like peace. I just like light. But, Ceec revealing that was basically just shattering that facade that she was, that bubble that she was trying to put herself in. Ceec shattered it, or Ceec busted it. And, that sealed their rivalry forever. So after the house, Ceec went on to start her own sportswear brand called Ciga. Very nice sportswear. She models most of them herself. She has a very nice body, like I said. So she models her sportswear by herself. I think she also went on to become Delta soap ambassador. She had some real nice deals here and there. Basically, she was doing very well for herself as well as Alex. Okay, they were both doing very well for themselves. Even Tobi is doing very well for himself. Tobi went on to enter Nollywood. Basically, he did a movie called The Brothers, which actually just shot him into the limelight, like for real. And yeah, that was it about them until we saw them in the BBN All Stars house. Okay, that is when the rivalry and all of that had to resurface. Now, initially, when they first came into the house, Ceec and Alex were getting along fine. They even hugged, they were talking. They were just normal in the house. They were just cordial. They weren't like besties, but they were cordial. However, in the first week, everything went back to normal after they had their task, or while they were having their task. And Alex took over the task, kind of. Not like she took over, but she wanted to do the script writing, so she was basically doing a lot of work then. And then at some point she got frustrated and started saying people in the house are not helping her. And then she was particularly targeting Ceec, trying to say that Ceec was not helping, Ceec would not do anything, blah 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 blah. And then in trying to defend herself, Ceec said, "You that just took the script and ran away, and nobody knew where the script was, blah 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 blah." So from there, what am I saying, blah 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 blah. Anyway, back and forth, and then they had a big blow up, that the people even separate them. Yeah, people had to separate them that time, but after that, they went back into their shell. They went back to being enemies of sorts. Ceec was angry with Alex was angry with Ceec was angry with Pere for defending Alex. Alex was looking at Pere with side eye for being friends with Ceec. You know, the whole thing just became a mess in the first week. Anyway, after a while, after staying for like 5 weeks, you know, they began to just kind of gravitate towards each other again, more on Alex's side. Okay, Alex is the one that I feel is gravitating more towards Ceec, but Ceec is being receptive to the friendship, or you know, that cordiality, and so far so good. They've been on good terms. Everything has just been, you know, nice and dandy between them. Okay, and now they both have a mutual enemy, which is Pere, and you know, it's now making them feel like, you know, we got each other's back, like, you know, we understand each other, so they are now more cordial, more playful, more, you know, accepting of each other. However, is that going to last? In my opinion, no. Okay, let's see how it goes. Maybe things might not change, maybe things might remain the way they are, but as far as I'm concerned, that friendship is doomed on arrival. Okay, it is doomed to fail, so they shouldn't even bother, because the moment they leave the house, the moment they both hear what they initially said and thought about each other, they are going to actually fight. I can't wait to see their reunion and see what's going to happen at the reunion. Maybe they will shock me, maybe they'll become friends in the reunion, maybe they would have moved past their differences. I'll be glad. Okay, like, if you like it, I love it. Okay, I'll be glad, but I highly doubt, because the kind of things they said about each other was really deep. And it just shows that what I said earlier, not everybody has to be friends. Not everybody has to be close friends. Not everybody has to even be cordial. Some people, you can just say hi to them and move on. Some people, you can work with them, strictly business. Some people, just, you know, move your separate ways. You don't even need to talk to them. You don't even need to say hi to them, okay? For me, Ceec and Alex should just remain cordial. And they should remain cordial, because they are colleagues at this point, and they are going to meet themselves in several places. They're going to meet themselves in several, you know, maybe working capacities. They are going to actually be required to work with each other, both in the house and outside the house at some point, you know. And then for the sake of their fans and their followers and all of that, they should just maintain at least a resemblance of cordiality for the outside world to see. They should leave their gbasgbos and their, you know, hatred for each other behind the scenes, right? And yeah, that's what I feel, because that friendship is very odd. Okay, I don't have to explain it. It's quite odd, and I'll give you reasons why I say that friendship is quite odd. Okay, so the first thing I noticed about the both of them is that Alex and Ceec are both obsessed with each other. Yes, okay, Alex is obsessed with Ceec. She wants Ceec to be her friend. She wants to get closer to Ceec. She wants to do what Ceec does. She wants to basically learn from Ceec. She just wants to be close to Ceec. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know why she feels like she has something to prove to herself if she's close to Ceec. You know, on the other hand, Ceec is obsessed with Alex in the sense that she's holding on so strongly to the opinions she had about Alex, you know, before they came for this All-Star season. She's holding on to those opinions like, like you can't tell her otherwise. Trust me, Doyin has tried, okay? So anytime you see Ceec talking about Alex, it's mostly because Doyin is trying to convince Ceec that Alex is not that bad. Alex is not who you think she is. Alex has changed. Alex has grown. Alex is not, you know, as terrible as she's trying to make her sound. And then Ceec is trying to prove to Doyin that she knows what she's saying. And she keeps bringing up different instances over, and like I've heard some certain instances over and over again, and I'm like, Ceec, like, rest now, or gonna do. Or gonna do. Now, same thing with Alex. Alex has talked about Ceec a lot, talked about so many instances. Alex was bringing up the Tobi thing, and I'm like, let the guy breathe, okay? Let the guy and his wife and his children or child, let them rest. You don't have to bring up Tobi all the time. You guys have deeper issues than Tobi, okay? What I mean by that is, even though Tobi is the genesis of the issue, I feel like the way both people acted in that situation made each of them very wary of each other, especially on Ceec's side. Now, Alex is more, like I said, she has a more bubbly personality, and she's trying to, you know, move past it and let's just move on, let's just be friends. Whereas Ceec is kind of person that, you know, once she's convinced about you, she can be cordial with you, but she cannot open up to you. She cannot be vulnerable with you. She cannot give you enough to make you guys close friends. So that is why that friendship it just cannot work, okay? And there is no point Alex, you know, trying to push more for the friendship, and all. It just cannot work. Now, the funny thing about these two ladies is that they both have a lot in common than they think, okay? More than they think. They have a lot in common. One of the things they have in common is that they are both controlling. Oh my goodness. Alex is so controlling. Ceec is so controlling. Like, what the hell? Let people be. Let people do what they want to do. You don't have to try and control their actions all the time, okay? On Alex's part, Alex likes to form this love and light. Everybody should be nice. And I'm like, I see past that. Like, nobody is 100% for peace like that every time, every day, all day. Or like, no, nobody's like that, okay? So when sometimes even in trying to portray the love and light, she's fighting. Like, why can't we just love each other? Why can't we just be peaceful? Must we quarrel? I'm like, rest, sister. This one you're doing now is actually quarreling, okay? So they're very controlling. They want everybody to act like them. They want everybody to reason like them. They want everybody to behave like them. It's not gonna work. Same thing with Ceec. Ceec, just doesn't want to understand people. She doesn't want to understand things from people's perspective. Okay, she wants to control them. She wants to have friendships on her own terms, okay? So she wants to be friends with you, but on her own terms. You need to be friends with people that she wants you to be friends with. She basically wants you to be her, let me not say her puppet, let me not say that, but she basically wants to control your actions. And anytime you are deviating from what she expects you to be, she automatically cancels you in her head, or she automatically just believes that you're out to get her, you're out to bully her, you're jealous of her, you want to date her. Like, both male and female, she has that issue a lot with all of them. And I feel like, yeah, that's that controlling nature as well. The same thing with Alex. Once you deviate from what Alex, deems love and light, she tempts you to the devil, and she will keep like hammering on it and going after you. And I'm just like, are you really love and light if you're hammering on somebody, especially Pere, the way you're hammering on him? Like, let it be, let it go. You don't like the guy, you don't want the guy. Then let it be, let him go. Like, he's not even disturbing you. He's not coming your way. He's keeping his distance. Or is him keeping his distance affecting you more than you are trying to portray? Anyway, we'll discuss Alex and Pere in a different video. This is for Alex and Ceec. Another thing is that they both like friendships, okay? They both like friends. It's not obvious on Ceec's part, but it is obvious to me, okay? Ceec loves having good friends. She loves friendship. She loves, she loves having very close friends. Unlike Alex likes having friends, and she doesn't mind having all types of friends, right? Close friends, not so close friends, far friends, cordial friends. Everybody just have friends, that kind of person. But for Ceec, she doesn't have that many friends. But the few friends she wants to enter them. She wants them to be very close. She can do anything for them, and she expects them to do anything for her as well. But either ways, they both like friendships. They are also a bit close-minded when it comes to other people. Again, it boils down to what I was saying about them being controlling. They are actually both close-minded. If they just believe that this is it, they stick to their guns. Like, if Alex believes you're a bad person, she does not care what the evidence says otherwise. She believes you're a bad person. Same thing with Ceec. If she believes you're not a good person, if she believes that you're out to get her, if she believes that you have something against her, she's going to hold on to it forever. Even if evidence shows otherwise, she's like, I don't trust that evidence, okay? There's more to it than meets the eye. In a way, they're both similar in the sense that they actually do not want trouble, right? Even though it might seem like they do like trouble, I don't think they actually, at least in their head, they don't want trouble. Alex's own manifests in wanting love and light and wanting everybody to be peaceful and cordial and happy and playful and dancing and all of that. Ceec's own is more like, everybody just give me space. Like, let me have my friends, and if you're not my friend, you can respectfully F off. Like, I don't really need you in my space. I don't hate you. I'm not angry with you, but I don't need you close to me. So basically, both of them don't like wahala, right? But it manifests in different ways. Now, even though I said Ceec does not have a very bubbly personality, with her friends, she actually has a very bubbly personality. She has a personality which is more like a big sister, personality, almost like a playful, bully type of person. She has that character, while Alex is more like the childish one. Like, if Ceec and Alex were actually to be friends, Ceec would be more like the elder sister that is, very, can be playful, okay, while Alex would be more like the childish, or the younger sister that can also be playful, okay? It just manifests in different ways, but they are actually similar in that aspect. They are both very smart and talented women, I think they both even study filmmaking, they're actually both very smart people, okay? And also, they make everything about themselves, okay? Ceec and Alex actually make everything about themselves. If you act in a certain way, it's because you don't like them, it's because you're targeting them. Even when it's not to them in particular, or it's not about them per se, they both make everything about themselves. Now, on the opposite spectrum of things, what they don't have in common is that Alex is actually quite manipulative. Okay, argue with your keyboard, argue with yourself. If I'm an Alex fan, Alex is very, very manipulative. She's the kind of person that speaks from both sides of her mouth. She's the kind of person that you have to be really careful. Now, I don't think she knows she's manipulating or she's trying to be manipulative. I don't think she knows that, but she's the kind of person that wants to portray herself in a certain light. She can be quite hypocritical. She tries to, put up this facade of I'm just a nice person, I'm just a happy-go-lucky person, I like love and light. But if you look at it, if you really peel off the layers, you will see that no, this is just not what it is, behind the scenes. So she needs to own her ish more and just be real. Okay, now Ceec, on the other hand, is actually very, very real and very, very like an open book. As far as I'm concerned, Ceec is an open book. She's not manipulating, not trying to manipulate you. She does not care if you are being manipulated. Like, she will tell you what she wants to tell you straight up, okay? And she will own her ish. That's one thing I like about Ceec. She would own her ish. She's not even a manipulative person, if you really ask me. She's very straightforward, even with her friends, with her. She's too straightforward sometimes, and that's what puts her in trouble sometimes. But yeah, on the other hand, Alex actually looks for trouble. Okay, let's just call it spade a spade. Alex actually looks for trouble. Like, she'll act like she's not looking for trouble, but she's actually poking the bear, okay? On the other hand, Ceec does not look for trouble. However, if you bring trouble to her, she will take it to the next level. She will collect that trouble and take it to a level that you never imagined, you never envisioned. You're going to be asking yourself, what is happening here? Like, yeah, that's one thing about Ceec. She does not look for trouble. She minds her business most of the time. She stays on her lane. But if by mistake you forget yourself and you bring trouble near her, she will take it to levels, astronomical levels. Is that the word? She will take it to levels that you never experienced. But yeah, to bring it down to our everyday lives, okay, people like Ceec do not have a lot of friends. They are not people who, surround themselves with so many friends, like, large friend group, large girl group. They usually have 1 or 2 or 3 best friends who they hold really dear. And, they cherish those friends. They can do anything for their friends. But, the rest of the world, you guys can respectfully F off. They don't really give an F or give a shit about anybody anywhere. Not like they hate you or anything. It's not like they're just what they call it. They are not like snobbish or they hate you or they are feeling too cool with themselves. No, they actually just genuinely do not care. So they're just like, if they're in a position to help you or be nice to you, they will, but they don't really care. Okay, and somehow I think I can relate to that because I'm like that. Yeah, I have a few friends that I care about and I can do anything for. The rest of the world, not really. Will I be nice to you? Yes. Will I be cordial with you? Yes. But I don't really see the need to try and be, laughing with everybody all the time because I want to be friends with the whole world. No, it does not. It's not my personality and can never be. And, if you manage to find your way into my circle, you enjoy me. But if you're not in my circle, love and light, okay, from a distance. That's it, right? So that's how Ceec is. And, you can see it play out in the house. At each point in time in the house, she has one very strong, close friend. She's not like Alex, okay, who, on the other hand, can be friends with everybody. I see Alex as a very bubbly person who, let's say she wants to do a party or she wants to, go out or she wants to go on vacation. She can have like a 20-girl friend group that, everybody will be ready to go on that vacation with her, right? Whereas someone like Ceec is kind of person that will just go on her vacation with 1 or 2 friends, right? So Alex, on the other hand, is very friendly, very jovial. She likes friends. She even said that, and I actually said I was going to adopt that, even though it's not my personality, so I might not even do it. But she said that once a month, she goes through all her contacts and she calls everybody on her contact list. Like, isn't that impressive? I think I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll just try it once and just see how it goes. She goes through her contact list and tries to call everybody and just know how they are doing. So she has actually been checking up on Ceec all this while before they came back to the house, but Ceec never checked up on her according to what she said. So it's like, wow. And I can relate. I might not be the person to check up on you, but if you call me and you want to check up on me, I'll actually like respond. Like, I accept friendship, but I'm not, the sharer of friendships. Whereas someone like Alex is kind of person that, likes friendship and goes all out for her friends and, acquaintances. Like, everybody's her friend, that kind of person, So I think that's quite admirable of Alex, and I think it's going to help her a lot in this life. Once you have a very good social, you know, you have good social skills and you have large friend groups and all of that, you don't know where life is going to take you tomorrow, where you're going to need those friends. So it's very, very impressive. I actually like it. And for Ceec as well, you know, maybe because I can relate to her in that aspect, it's actually not that bad to have a few friends that you are very close to. It's just that, you know, you might not be the first person to get some kind of information or some kind of help because your circle is very, very close. However, like I said, as long as you are cordial with other people, it's not like people know you as one snobbish, you know, hater somewhere. As long as you're cordial with other people, good things will come to you too. You know, things will work out for you. I see Ceec as someone who will do very well with having her own business, running her own, you know, having her own brand and all of that, while I see Alex as someone who will do well with helping others push their brand. Okay, so Alex is the kind of person that I would hire as a brand ambassador if I had a brand, or I will hire as someone who would come in as my marketer or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, that's basically what I think about them. Now, to be friends with someone like Alex, when Alex does something wrong or something bad, okay, she's the kind of person that if you playfully or lightly tell her what she has done wrong, she will understand and she would adjust, and you guys will just laugh and move on. She's very willing to change. She's very willing to apologize and hug it out. Like, she forgives people very, very easily, which I quite admire about her. While Ceec, on the other hand, is the kind of person that, you know, would not be... If you tell her something she did wrong playfully, she's not going to get it, okay? I've seen it happen several times on the show. It happened with Whitemoney, it happened with Doyin, it happened with every other person. If you come and laugh, I'm telling her jokingly what she did wrong, she's not going to get it. She's going to keep doing those things wrong, okay? But if you call her to the side and make it very serious and talk to her in a very serious tone, then she will listen to you and she will actually change. She might not show you immediately that she's receptive to what you're saying, but over time you will notice that she has changed from doing those things that you told her that not to do, okay? Someone like Ceec is not a very vulnerable person, okay? She's only vulnerable with those that she's very, very close to, but with every other person, she puts off this facade of being a strong person, like, any small thing, she'll tell you, shut the F up, like, you know, she will try to playfully beat people, try to playfully bully people. That's the kind of person she is, because she's putting up this front of being a very strong person, doesn't need anybody, doesn't need that, you can't do, like, you know who I am, you can't do anything to me, like, I'll deal with you, that kind of person. That's what she puts up. But if you really, really peel off the layers, you will see that this one is a softie. Hey, someone like Ceec, I can be friends with her forever. Like, when I say forever, I will not fight, because I know how people like that, I know how to deal with people like that, okay? So, you know, yeah, that's just it. That's just their personality differences and similarities and all of that. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have more to add. This video is getting too long at this point. Let me know if you have more to add. But like I said, do I think that after this show they are going to be friends, love and light and all of that? Nope, I don't think so. I can't wait to see their reunion. They are not people who are destined to be close friends as far as I'm concerned. If you really look at it, they are not destined to be close friends, except one or the other person changes. And if one or the other person changes, they have to change fundamentally who they are for them to be friends with the other person. And why do they have to? You know, I don't think any of them are about to change that. They are both grown women, 27 and 30 something, are not babies. So they shouldn't even force it. They should be cordial, like I said, but you should not force it, okay? But, you know, never say never. Let's see how things unfold. Again, I'm still waiting for their reunion to know what's up with them, and I'm waiting to see when they leave the house to know how they're going to handle the fan rivalry and all of that, okay? Let me know in the comment section what you think about this video, about the points I raised, about both people. Are you their fans? Which of them are you a fan of? Which of them do you prefer to the other? And, you know, is there anything I missed? Let me know in the comment section. And that's it about Ceec and Alex. I'll talk to you guys in another video. Bye, guys.